Everyone grieves in their own way and in their own time. There are those who take days, weeks, months, years, and also there are those that take almost all their life. Now, today's episode will be unpacking grief and loss. My guest will be sharing his story and his journey on the same. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Briefly introduce yourself.
My name is John Mwenda. I come from Tharaka County, place known as Chuka. And thank you so much for inviting me to your show.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you too for being here. Now, before we get to the story, briefly tell us how your childhood and your upbringing has been.
My childhood was, all I can say is, was not easy. I come from a humble background, whereby I was brought, most of my life, I was brought up by my mom. My dad passed when we were young. And I was left with my mother, and she saw us through school. She was the provider, she was the breadwinner. And when you talk about losing a loved one, when you talk about grief, I have experienced it, and I know I can truly tell it's a very painful thing.
Yeah.
Losing a person that you've loved, a person that has taken care of you from when you were young. So it's really a sad thing. Yes.
Okay. Do you have any sibling?
Yeah, I have a brother. Right now he's in college. Yeah, we are two. We are two. And he's my younger brother. I'm the firstborn.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, firstborns. They have huge responsibility.
Yeah, that's the deputy parent. Yeah.
Yes, but it is also a blessing.
Sure.
Yeah. So let's get to it.
Yeah, so I remember in 2016, August 19, I received a call. I was actually working in Nairobi in an organization, a private organization. So I had just secured a job in Nairobi, and I was still in school. I remember I was in my final year. That's the year that I was supposed to graduate. And I received a call on a Sunday morning at around 6. One of my aunts broke the news to me, and she actually called me and told me, Mwenda, mama may pass.
Just like that?
Yes, that's how she broke the news to me. And I was like, am I dreaming? First, actually, when I heard the call, I thought it's the alarm. Then I remembered it was on a Sunday. And sikuwa nasahau kutoa alarm kwa sababu the other days I used to wake up very early. So Sunday nilikuwa nataka nitoe alarm, nilikuwa nataka hata saa nyingine naweka flight mode so that nisisumbuliwe hiyo asubuhi. But that day sikuweka ile flight mode. I remember I received that call, and she told me, Mwenda, mama amepass. Nikaamuka, nikakaa chini kwa kitanda kwanza, nikajiuliza mama mgani? Because now she's my aunt. I actually thought ni
her mom.
Yes, her mom. I actually thought sasa ni my grandmother mwenye amepass. Then nikakaa kidogo, nika gain some confidence, nikampigia. Ndio akanielezea kwamba my mom had collapsed the previous night. They trying to take her to the hospital, but she died along the way. So I actually thought it was a dream. And I was actually praying that it becomes a dream, and I would later wake up and find that it's a bad dream, and pray that it doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen.
Yes.
How did you feel when she told you it's your mom?
It was terrible. That's the one that I can use. It was terrible. I cried. I was asking God, why? Why when I had just secured a job, when I was just trying to maybe tulikuwa tunajaribu kujiinua because tulikuwa tumetoka mahali chini, tulikuwa tumeanza kuinuka kidogo, watu wanaona there's some progress. Tulikuwa tumeambia Mungu sasa ni wakati wetu sasa pia. Then all of a sudden the world came collapsing. And it was bad. I cried, trying to call another aunt of mine. Nikamuuliza, it's it true that my mama has passed? Akaniambia, ya hata mimi nimepigiwa ndio naelekea huko hospitali nijue.
You still was not in a position to believe? Like,
yes, I couldn't even believe.
Okay.
Nilibidi nipigie watu wawili watatu niamini ya kwamba I called my aunt and another uncle of mine. Nikawauliza, nimesikia mama amepass. Ni mamangu. Ni mamangu.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa nawapigia nikilia. Is it my mom? Ananiambia, yeah, it's your mom. Tulipigiwa simu usiku, mimi niko huko already, ndio ninajaribu kufollow up. So we are sorry.
And even after making all those calls, bado hukuwa naamini?
Sikuwa naamini actually. When I went to stage and boarded a matatu to now Chuka, because I was in Nairobi, I came all through crying. Nikakaa hapo nyuma kwa kona, ninajiuliza why is it me? I climbed the road journey. Nikijiuliza mbona sasa, mbona ni mimi, mbona when we were just rising, when we had plans, when we had so much that we wanted to achieve, when we had opened some savings account ambayo tulikuwa tunataka hata sisi tujinunulie something, labda kashamba ama something. So nilikuwa najiuliza maswali nyingi sana. Inafika mahali yani una question Mungu. Unamuuliza, God, are you still in the throne? Mbona unge save mamangu? Mbona unge basi at least basi nimpate hospitali tuseme anatibiwa basi. So I cried all along. Nikakuja nikawapata where they had gathered now that morning. Wakaniongelesha. So we went to the hospital now to confirm the news. Na ikakuwa hivyo sasa, ikakuwa ni kweli ameenda, and we will not talk to her again.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you see her that day?
No, I didn't see her that day. But now the report from the hospital is that she had collapsed kwa nduka yake ambayo nilikuwa nimemwekea. And she had collapsed at around 11 p.m. So walipojaribu kumkimbiza hospitali akakuwa, the pressure was very high.
Okay.
So akakufia kwa njia.
What do you mean by collapse? Did she fall? Is it that she fell? Ama what happened? Okay,
the news that came is that one person mwenye alienda kununua kwa nduka alibisha. Akaona ampati. She was a frequent customer. Juu hata mimi nilikuwa namjua. So alipobisha anasikia mtu ni kama anaishiwa na hewa. So ndiye akaita watu, akawaambia ninasikia sauti na hapo nyuma ni kama mtu anaishiwa na hewa. So ndio akajaribu kuingia. Luckily actually she had not closed the door. So wakaingia wakapata ako pale. But hakukuwa na mtu ambaye labda angemfanyia first aid ama alikuwa anajua what they were supposed to do. So kabla watafuta ile gari ya kumpeleka hospitali, kabla wapigie taxi mbili, mwingine ako mbali and everything. So walipojaribu kumkimbiza hospitali, she passed along the way.
It was too late.
Yeah, it was too late.
Well, it is important to be knowing some of these things.
Sure.
Like first aids zinasaidianga sana. And then so umekuja home.
Yeah. Nilikuja nyumbani and nikawaambia sasa kama iko hivyo, and I have my brother who is now in class 8. I was actually not prepared. I was young. Nilikuwa shule, nilikuwa ndio ninamaliza campus, nilikuwa new to the Nairobi life and everything. So ile kitu ingine ikaanza kunisumbua ni my brother now. You know, he was in class 8. Nikaanza kushinda now, what am I supposed to tell him? Nitambrekia news aje? Mimi mwenyewe sina hiyo nguvu. Mimi nilikuwa nasikia tu ni collapse pia nifuate my mom. Because we used to be very close, we used to talk every actually nilikuwa nampigia after every 2 days nampigia simu. And I was actually supposed to call her on that Saturday. Jioni.
The same Saturday
she died, yeah.
Okay.
So nilikuwa nafaa nimpigie hiyo siku, but nakumbuka I came from job very tired, nikafika around 11. Hiyo 11 nikasema juu ninampigianga on around hiyo masaa, I mean around 9, na nimefika 11, najua saa hii ndiye anafunga duka. Maybe she is busy. So nikasema wacha nitampigia the following day, which was on Sunday. Kumbe hiyo masaa nilikuwa nafikiria kumpigia, that's the time sasa hiyo mambo yote ilikuwa inatendeka. Yeah.
Do you feel bad about, not calling her that day?
I feel so bad about that. Nilikuwa nashindwa now, at least we would have talked. Even if maybe inge happen kama tungeongea, I don't know. Lakini ninasikianga maybe I should have called hata kama ni hiyo 11. Nisikie labda, lakini saa ngine naona labda angepick simu, ndio hiyo mambo ilikuwa ina happen. So I don't know, but it makes me sad. Ninaona labda ningempigia hata nikiwa huko kazini around 9, tuongee vile tulikuwa tumezoea kuongea at least. I don't know.
Do you blame yourself for her death?
At first I used to blame myself.
Why?
I used to blame myself, especially now that sikumpigia hiyo siku. Nilikuwa naona kama labda ni tungeongea ningempea some hope, tungeongea labda inge happen, lakini nikarudi nikaona mambo ya Mungu najua hauwezi elewa. Hauwezi elewa. So I stopped blaming myself, nikaachia yote Mungu, nikaendelea. Yes.
Okay, so your brother is in school.
Yes.
You have lost your mom. How did you go about that?
So I talked to one of my uncles. I remember now, my brother used to be in a boarding school. So vile mimi nilipata kazi niliona wacha asipitie the same life that nilikuwa nimepitia. So nikasema wacha enjoy ka boarding school. Mimi sikuwahi enda boarding school all my life. So nikasema wacha nimpeleke boarding school at least hata akiwa nilimpeleka akiwa class 7. So 7 and class 8 now. He was now in his final year. Alikuwa anafanya KCP huo mwaka. So nikaongea na one of my uncles. Nikamwambia sasa itabidi aende with my aunt. Waende waongee na maybe the principal, the school management. Ndio waweze kujua vile wataweza kumbreakia news pale. So that's what they did. Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. Losing a loved one is very, 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 very hard. It's not easy. You get to ask yourself so many questions like, why did it happen? Why now and not any other time? But it is something we all have to experience. It is also a path sisi wote tutapitia. Okay, we'll take a short break and we'll be back for more. Welcome back. Before we went for a break, Mr. Mwenda right here was sharing his story with us, how he lost his mom and how they broke the news to his brother and how the whole thing made them feel. So after we break news to your brother, what happened?
So now ilikuwa holiday, lakini si unajua walikuwa na bank shule kidogo for some revision and as they prepare for exams.
Okay.
So sasa ilibidi akuje nyumbani. Ilibidi tumuombe ruhusa akuje nyumbani. So then now we start the preparations for the burial. So akakuja nyumbani and I was tasked now to talk to him. I tried to make myself look a bit strong. I tried to maybe as a firstborn, as a big brother now. Nikajaribu sasa nijiweke ile class ambayo labda unajua unaambiwa sasa muongeleshe. At least mpatie moyo. But ilikuwa inashindikana wakati mwingine kwa sababu mimi mwenyewe ninahitaji nipate mtu ambaye ananipatia moyo. So from the friends that I had, wenye walikuwa wanatupigia na to try to encourage us, but unajua kuna kitu mtu anaweza ku encourage, but when you've lost a person unajua now she's gone. Mimi I was actually praying maybe kwa sababu nimesikia stories zingine labda mtu amepelekwa mochari alafu inakuwa it's not actually until the last day when we buried her bado sikuwa nimeamini. Sikuwa nimeamini.
Bado ulikuwa na
because my mom was strong.
My
mom was very strong. Alikuwa na okay, the right one, kama kuna ile hustler. She used to hustle a lot. Hiyo nduka sasa alikuwa ameanza kuinua. Ilikuwa imefika a point sasa tulikuwa we had a dream ya kwamba ikuwe ka supermarket pia. Kwa sababu ilikuwa imeanza kujaa watu, tumejaza vitu pale. Mahali sasa nilikuwa nimemwekea ile kaduka. So nilikuwa naona sasa hizo ndoto zetu, our dreams, what we wanted to achieve together as a family now zote zimeenda chini. So it made me feel like I shouldn't have followed her. Yani nilikuwa naona dunia pia ishe pande yangu pia. Kwa sababu sasa nilikuwa naona sina hope. Mimi mwenyewe naambiwa nipatie my brother hope. Lakini mimi mwenyewe sikuwa na hope kusema kweli. Kwa sababu through my childhood I had seen her suffer so much for us. Because my dad passed when we were young. Sasa mama amekuwa ametuchukulia pale, ametulea, amepigana vita ambazo wengine wangeshindwa. Now she was gone. It made me cry. It made me grieve. Yani ni mtu anajaribu kuniambia it's okay, lakini deep in me ninasikia there's nothing okay. There's nothing okay.
Okay, so how was it after you've buried her? Because mostly inakuanga unaona after umembari sasa mnabaki sasa pekee. Mtu ana feeling vibaya. How was it for you?
I remember actually during the burial because my mom alikuwa mtu wa watu. So many people came. Some leaders came. They trying to give us hope. Lakini unajua wanasiasa ni wale wale. I remember even one woman lab coming and saying that now she will educate my brother up to the university level.
Did she do that?
She didn't. Actually, even after that, when we trying to talk to her, when my brother was joining Form 1, she just used to blue-tick us and everything. Nikimpigia ashiki simu ama akishika anakuambia I'll call you, ambaye later akutupigia. Trying to remind her, wewe ndio ulituambia utanisomeshea my brother now. Si you chip in angalau kidogo. Anazima simu.
That's very bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Afadhali tu mtu ajuange sasa ni mimi kushinda unapewa hope, unaambiwa itakuwa hivi lakini it didn't happen. And fake promises. Ni nyinyi sasa mjue vile mtahaso.
So did you move out?
Yeah, so what we did with my brother is that ningoja akamaliza exam. Then tukaenda naye Nairobi. Tukaenda naye Nairobi. I used to live in Kiambu. Nikampeleka shule pale. Yeah, so akasoma kidogo pale Form 1 and a bit of Form 2. So kazi yangu luckily nikatumwa pande ya Embu, which is not very far from home. So nilipotumwa pande ya Embu nikaona let me look for a school ambayo labda iko karibu, shule mzuri. And because there's a person the guy that I used to work for, naitwa Silvana Zosolo, he used to support me. So akaniambia wacha tumtafutie shule, and because he was an MP, he had won the 2017 elections. You remember I lost my mom in 2016. So akaniambia kwa sababu kuna zile bursary and everything, he used to support me. Tukampeleka in a school called Mukoni Boys. So akasomea pale, and through my hustle ambayo tulikuwa nafanya kidogo and the support that I used to get, akamaliza pale.
So let me ask you something, Mr. Mwenda.
Yes.
You know, one thing about grief or when you lose someone, inafanyanga mtu inaweza kuchange kama ujui. So you'll find yourself doing some stuffs ama vitu zenye auko unafanya. And this is what we call numbing the pain. There are those who will verge into addiction, you know, others, they'll be so bitter. How was it for you? How did you deal with the pain?
What I would say is that I'd actually want to thank God, because when I lost my mom and the reality now after everyone had left, mimi sikuwa mtu wa hasira, lakini watu walianza kuniambia siku hizi uko na hasira. I used to get angry haraka sana. On a small issue nakasirika. Ikakuwa mahali sasa, ikafika mahali yani nikaanza hata my brother ambaye nilikuwa nafaa sasa ku take care of him, ninaambiwa saa nyingine namuongelesha mbaya without even realizing, yeah. So I had to look for someone to talk to, and I thank God for my pastor. Hapo Embu nilipoenda nilipata a good pastor ambaye nilikuwa naenda na ni encourage. Ninakuja when I am home ninaona one reverend anaitwa Reverend Mutegi, ananiambia all is fine, God is still with you, na tunaomba pamoja. Ananiambia everything happens for a reason. Na nikaanza kufeel sasa ni kama nimeanza kurudi mwenyewe. Nilikuwa naambiwa tu nilikuwa na hasira nyingi, but nikapata hiyo hasira imeenda ikapungua na ikaisha.
So how are things right now?
Okay, things right now, what I would say is that saa ingine nikipitia picha zangu ninaona ninaona zile picha za the burial and everything, it still makes me sad.
Yeah.
Na ama nikiona mtu labda akona her mom ama his mom anampigia, wanaongea, ninatamani ningekuwa bado na my mom. Ninamwambia vitu ziko hivi, anani encourage, ama yeye ananiambia vitu ziko hivi, ninamu encourage, na tunasukuma pamoja.
Yeah.
So inafikanga mahali I can say that when you lose a loved one, huwezi fika mahali useme sasa umemsahau kabisa. You can never forget.
Yeah.
You can never forget, and because we are in a world where we have so many other people, kuna wakati inafika mahali na unapata vitu zinakukumbusha tu.
So what can you tell people that will be watching this episode and probably they have lost their loved one? Unaweza waambia aje?
Okay, what I would say to people that have lost their loved one, which is also very normal. Kuna wakati umekaa tu, you've talked to your brother, you've talked to your sister, your mom or your dad, the next minute you are receiving a call, unaambiwa amepass. What I would like to say is that ningetaka kuambia one thing, trust God more. Yeah. Realize that everything happens for a reason. When you trust God, He'll give you comfort.
Yeah.
Have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
And have someone to encourage you. Usiende peke yako. Kuna wengine mtu anapata mawazo mbaya, unaweza fikiria hata hauna haja kuishi, mtu anajinyonga. But when you talk to people, when you pray more, read the Bible, inaku encourage. Yes.
Yeah, so let's keep checking up on each other. Help us by subscribing to our channel, Golden Act TV ARC. Like, drop a comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we drop a video. Thank you so much.